Hey guys, thanks for stopping back by my YouTube channel. I'm going to be showing you how I made this card for the Pear Blossom Press and High Supply, or Hobby Art International Supply, blog hop. To start out, I actually used a 6x6 sheet of washi paper available from High Supply in a pack, and I just punched out some hexagons. I have a nice little pile there. I actually used an old Creative Memories punch for those hexagons. So next I'm just going to grab some art glitter glue. It dries clear, that's why I like it, and I'm just going to start gluing these hexagons on the paper. I do want to point out that I'm not covering the entire background with these hexagons. I am leaving a little bit of white space as I go on, and I'm just going to keep gluing these onto Bristol paper. It's actually a 1/4 of a Bristol paper, which is 9x12, so it's actually 4.5x6, and I have a little bit of extra room there to work. You can see here that I'm trimming off some of those extra hexagons. What I'm going to do is just fill in a couple of those spaces. You can kind of see right there where I filled one in, but it wasn't quite long enough to make a perfect little hexagon up there. So luckily, working on the 4.5x6 Bristol paper, I had a little bit of room to work with there so I could trim it off. And later on, I'm actually going to trim it down to an A2 4.25 by 5.5 card base size, but for now I just wanted it to look okay, and that's what I decided to do. So next I'm working on this little hello greeting. This is a little section of a piece of Printable by Corbiere-Scott Designs. It's actually the Debbie Printable. I'll link it below if you want to go check out and see where it's from. And I used a Zig Clean Color Real Brush marker for that pink, and then I'm using the Zig number 999, which is actually just kind of like a clear blender marker. The reason that I use this is just to add some depth and some texture, as you can see there. And then later on, I will take my Hydra colors and paint a gold border around that. Unfortunately, I lost the footage, but you can kind of see there how shiny it is. Now is where the fun begins. I'm going to start measuring for the lights that I'm going to put behind this sentiment. I'm going to trace around this on the back side. Because it's a rectangle, it's going to be about the same size all the way around. And I'm going to take my scissors there, awkwardly drawing an X in the back. I did not have an X-Acto knife because I was traveling, so I just used my scissors, but it did get the job done. So now that I know that the little rectangle sentiment there will fit over the section I cut out, I'm going to be starting to work with the lights. Now these are called the Easy Lights by Pear Blossom Press, and oh my gosh, they are so easy. All you do is you just take this little panel right here and you're going to adhere it to your card. And to make the lights light up, all you have to do is take these pluses on the battery and the actual little circuit right there, match them up, and your lights work. How easy is that? Each one comes with 3 lights on the wires, but if you don't want 3 lights, you can actually just snip it right off and throw it away. For mine, I wanted to use all 3 lights. Next, you can see I have this little strip of paper that says remove and discard. And what it does is it just fits right in between the contacts of the battery and the actual battery. And when you push that button, it doesn't light up. But when you take it out of there, it does light up. So now I'm just going to take these lights and untangle them a little bit so I have a little bit of room to work. And I'm just going to take plain old Scotch tape, and look at that. I'm taping right over the actual light to adhere it to the card base. One tip I can give you is that you don't ever want any sharp pinches or creases in this wire because it could potentially affect how the lights light up. So I just kind of twirled it around my finger and I'm taping it down there without any pinches or creases. To finish off this little light portion of the card, I'm going to just put some art glitter glue on the back of that little circuit board there and glue it down to my card base. Now I'm just going to take that hello sentiment that I painted on watercolor paper, and I am just going to adhere it down with some of the art glitter glue. You can see that little piece of paper there on the right hand side that it blocks the battery contacts from lighting up. So if you do send it through the mail, nothing heavy will get set on top of it and run out the battery by the time it makes it to your recipient. To finish this card off, I'm just going to take my smallest hexagon punch and a piece of coordinating teal paper to make a little tiny label that says push here. And I'm going to adhere that right over where the battery is on that little hexagon there, so it's not super obvious and it just kind of blends right in. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed the process of making this light up card using easy lights from Amanda at Pear Blossom Press and washi papers from Victor at High Supply. I will put the link to the next stop on the blog hop down below in the description. I will also link all the supplies that I used in this video. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful crafty day.